Hi guys, so what's up? Press like on the stream. Those of you all who watching in the future, feel free to press like, subscribe, everything, follow, build it up. Also search for me on TikTok. I'm probably the most active on TikTok right now, so search for me on TikTok. Be sure to subscribe. Um, all exam students, whether you're in primary school or secondary school. So this is CPEA. It's gonna be the easiest thing that we have done so far. I think most of the students here are from. Something is stuck in my teeth. Just give me a second. Oh, what's that? Okay, I think I'm good. Yeah, so I think most of the students here on the YouTube channel are SEA students. SEA students, we have people like Victory and Shemaya, they from NGSA. Um, but what country is CPEA mostly from? That's up the Caribbean, Grenada being one of the main ones that will do CPEA exam. And this is the easiest one. So the last 2 weeks we focused on NGSA, and the first like 4 or 5 weeks we focused, 4 weeks we focused on SEA. We'll be back to SEA. We'll probably do one PEP, and we need to circle back to SEA, right? So SEA students, if you're in here, hang in there. I got some parents saying, "Sir, when we starting back SEA, sir, SEA. It's coming back. It's coming back." So those of y'all who need SEA right now, you can go and search Kerwin Springer SEA, and you can watch some of the older ones from last year and year before. Um, uh, and I think that's enough talk. Let's just jump into it. I'm seeing people saying A already. Prime factors 48. Well, 2 by 3. This is not a prime. This is not prime. This is not prime. So a lot of these questions for CPA could just eliminate the incorrect answers just by without even work. I didn't even multiply this to get 48. You know what I mean? What is this? 2 by 2 is 4 by 4 is 16 by 3. So I didn't even multiply this. I just saw that this is not prime and that is not prime. So we move in. What's the answer for number 2? The value of 6 in the number 476. This is CPEA, very easy stuff. The value of 6 here. This is the official exams what students in like Grenada will be doing to go into secondary school. You have anybody from Grenada here? If you're from Grenada, say yeah. If you're doing CPEA in March, or is March or April, say yeah. I think it's later on. Say yeah if you're doing CPA. All right, so 6 is 6. This is in the thousands. This is in the thousands. When is CPA? Used to know all my dates and thing off and off and again. When is CP? When is CPEA 2026? Sometime in June, sometime May. CPEA timetable is May for CPA. They have a lot of time. SEA is in March, and we keep moving. We keep it moving. The prime factors of 42 are, what are the prime factors of 42? So if you're doing SEA, this is like a practice for you. This is like a drill. It's not as difficult as SEA or NGSA, as a matter of fact. The prime factors of 42 are, once again, this is not a prime number. So what it's doing here, this is not a prime number either. Ones are not prime. So it's 237. See? See how easy we knocking out these questions. What is the smallest number which can be divided by 9 and 15 without leaving a remainder? That's another way of asking for the LCM of 9 and 15. We know 9 can go into 30. But 9 could go into 45. So, and 15 could go into 45. So easy thing. What y'all think? What y'all think, Anicia? McTurk. Easy stuff, right? We cooking. A baker, and watch out, this. There's only 3 options they're getting to pick from. A baker wants to pack boxes of 4, 6, or 10 cupcakes. What is the least number of cupcakes she should need? This is another way of asking for LCM. 4, 6, 10. LCM of 4, 6, 10. 6 can go into 40. 6 can go into 100. So the answer is just B. Yeah, so she want to pack the boxes into boxes of 4, 6, or 10. So, yeah. Y'all catch up with me. I find the YouTube people a little behind. Which are the following arrangements show? This is the only thing you have to make sure. Order of size descending. Largest to smallest. Largest number here is 8.5. So you're out. What is the smallest number? Both of them. So it's just the middle to watch out for. U have 0.85 and then 8.05. So A. A is the answer. All exams will have some arrangement in them, some numeration like this. All SEA, NGSA, PEP, CPEA exams, so you have to make sure you know those things. What fraction must be added to 2/5 in order to get a 7/10? This is a little more difficulty in this question. We want to get the same denominator, so this is 7/10. 2/5 as a tenth would be 4. 5 into 10, 2. 2 by 2 is 4. So how much do I need to add to get to 7? 7 minus 4 is 3, right? So I need to add 3/10. The answer is B again. A lot of B's here. Big up, not your Cinderella, who said she was in my SEA class on TikTok. TikTok, what's up? TikTok, I'll press follow. Let's build up the follows on TikTok. TikTok, my goal is to reach 200,000 followers on TikTok this year at least. You all think you can help me do that, please? Give me a chance. So Eden has 12 video games. Bella has twice as many video games as Eden. Oh, Kat, this is a question that make me have to stop and think. Eden has 12 video games. Bella has twice as many as Eden, so she has 24. Kata has 8 fewer video games than Bella, so 8 from 24, that's 16. Altogether, so it's not that bad. I thought they were going to do something a little more spectacular. So it ends in 2, so the answer is C. The answer is C. They just wanted us to add it up. I thought they were going to do something a little more spicy with the question, but they just added it up. So 9/16 divided by 3, another foundational idea. Dividing by 3 is the same as multiplying by a third. We reciprocate. And 3 can go into 9 3 times. So the answer is A. Quick maths. Quick. 11/12 is what fraction of an hour? So 11/12 of an hour. 12 into 12, 112 into 65, 55 minutes. Cake and ice cream. So after all the exams, all the long sessions, and some of them had some tough questions in them, we were doing for the last 6 weeks. We come to do a little breather right now. What is the result of 7, 8 minus 5, 12? Well, we definitely want to go for the LCM again. I'm seeing all of them are using the LCM of 24, so big hint there. 8 into 24, 3 sevens, 21, 5, and 12 into 24, 2 by 5 is 10. So I'm seeing that I'm finishing off with a nice looking 11 over 24. Cooking, cake and ice cream. Cake and ice cream. Cake and ice cream. 1.5 times 2 and 2/3. So this one is a little more spicy. We can actually switch it to improper fractions, is what most students would do. Most students may switch this to improper fractions. So let's say we have 1. So this in improper fraction is 1, 2 is 2 plus 1 is 3 over 2. 2 3s are 6 plus 2 is 2 3s are 6 plus 2 is 8 over 3. 3's cancel, 2 go into, you get 4. You just get a clean good old number 4. So the answer is 4. Answer is C. What time we ending? Well, this doesn't have many questions. I think we have like, what do we have? We have 50 questions, and we already reached number 12. So we definitely not going to take more than an hour. We probably going to finish in like 40 minutes at the most. The length of a ribbon is 9 meters. If Mia wants to cut 1/3 meter pieces, how many pieces will Mia get? Okay, so there's 9 meters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And each piece you want to cut 1/3. So there's 3 in every meter. So you want 3 times the 9. 3 9s are 27. Answer is B. Cooking! Anybody cooking? Anybody over the pot right now bubbling a nice mat stew here, right? Mat soup. This is too easy. This is too easy. I know some of my students are like, they don't want to get set up. So but you can use it as practice. What is the total capacity of a water jug when completely full if it contains 392 liters of water at 80% capacity. So, all right, this is a standard SCA and NGSA question here. We can use 8/10 if we want. 80% as a fraction is 4/5. It's nice to use 4/5 from the fractions family. So you want a fraction represents quantity. Is that what the question is doing? Fraction represent quantity, find the whole. Is that what this question is doing? What is the total whole if a certain amount represents a certain fraction? So the whole or the total is going to be 392 times 5/4. That's the process that we were doing. Every single week we would have done something like this. Fraction represent quantity, whole represent quantity multiplied by the reciprocal, wish wash. And then you just break down 4 into that emotional breakdown, reducing 4 into 39 is 6. 4 6 is 4, not 6, 9 I want to say. 4 9s are 36, remainder 3, and 4 into 32 is 8. So it's really 98 times 5, which is 490. So 98 times 5 is very close to 500. 5 times 2 short. So I just minus 10. So yes, you'll get 490. 490 as the answer. Moving right on along. Given that 4.5, a lot of people are asking, is this a past paper or a practice test? It's practice test for CPEA. CPEA. Right? But if you're a student, if you are a student and you're doing SE or NGSA, or your student is doing SE or NGSA, definitely you can let them watch this. This is good practice for them. Very good practice. And same people make all the exams. So 4.5 multiplied by 2.3 is equal to 10.35. What is the value of 0.045 times 230? So they're telling you it's going to be something like this. Notice all of them have the same digits, but what they did do, they move around the decimal point. So the decimal point it was from here and it went 1, 2 this way, 2 to the left, right? 2 to the left, and 1, 2 to the right. It was here, 1, 2. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. So it's going to be unchanged. It's going to be unchanged. It moved 2 this way and 2 that way. That decimal point plane, the hanky-panky is here. What we're going on with that decimal point? You notice that the 4.5 changes into 0.045. Okay, but the 2.3 changes to 230. So it moved this way and then it moved the next way. So in other words, it didn't do anything in the long run. The decimal point is still going to be moved the same amount of times. Number 16, what is the product of 0.036 and 25? 0.036 and 25 product. So multiplying a number by 25, you just find, let me show you. If you multiply by 25, what is 25? 25 is really 100 divided by 4. 25 is really 100 divided by 4. So if I want to multiply 0.036, I can just multiply by 100 divided by 4 and done. And if I multiply by 100, what happens? 1, 2, the decimal point comes here. And all I need to do now is 4 into 36, or 4 into 3.6, so I know that's going to be 0.9. Are we cooking, ladies and gentlemen? Remember, you can't use calculator for none of these exams. You can't use calculator for any of these exams, ladies and gentlemen. Every exam in the Caribbean has a question with multiply by 25 for primary school students. And the question is made significantly easier if you envision 25 as 100 over 5, especially if you don't know how to do the fast arithmetic and all them abacus method and thing. And some students is they can multiply faster than me. Some bristling fast speeds. But it doesn't necessarily convey over to scoring well in maths. So some of them just really good at multiplying and adding fast, but it doesn't mean that they're going to do good in SE. So multiplying and adding is only a certain amount of the journey you have covered. A jacket originally costs $240. It's now being sold at a 35% discount. What is the discount amount? So we need to find the discount. 35%. I just taking in the comment. Well, look more grass and thing, right? 240. This is the total. We just need the discount. That's all I want. Let's do 5 into this. 5 into this is 7. 5 into this is 2. 2 into this is 12. So you want 12 sevens, 84. B again. I find a lot of the answers is B. What do you think? Well, B is here, boy. Well, B is here. We pollinating. We are attracting a lot of bees. 65% of a number is once again, percentage represent number. What is 40% of the same number? So I can say 65 over 100 represents 156. So the whole is 156 multiplied by the reciprocal. And then 40% of the whole, because this is 65%, right? Is going to be 156 multiplied by 100 over 65. And then I want 40%. So I'll put 40 over 100. So just like that, the hundreds go wish, wish. Because I didn't bother to work out what this is because I know I was going to find 40% of it anyhow. So now all I'm left to do is get 5 into this, and 65 divided by 5 is something that you should just know is 13 quickly, because that shows up in a lot of exams as well. See, we don't have much CPEA people in the mix compared to SEA. SEA, one of the SEA classes, live sessions, we are close to 100. Here we just scraping 300, 1,000, we're close to 1,000. Here we just scraping 300. But that's a small thing, we're still doing it for the people. 13 and 5 into this 8. So I'm guessing that 13 does go into 156 a certain number of times. 13 squared is 169. So I'm guessing 13 goes into this 12 times. So 12 12s are 144. And if I add one more 12, I get 156. So 13 into this 1, 13 into this 12. So all I need is 12 times 8, and the answer is going to be 96. Yes, sir. Another way I could have done this question very easily is if I'd stop and look at the answers, because watch these answers. 65% of a number is 156. 40% of the same number. This is not half, but is a sizable difference less. So none of these look very inviting to me, you know. I fully understand what I'm saying. 140. It won't be 140 for sure. 96 was looking real good. 96 was looking very attractive. We reached number 19 already. Where's the time? 17 minutes past. So yeah, we'll finish in like 40 minutes. What is 40% of 120? 40% of 120. Really? That's what they ask us? Cross. 4 by 12 is 48. Kind of free marks thing, boy. What y'all think about this so far? If 25% of a number, y'all feeling like I can move to Grenada, right? CPEA or the Grenadian students, I hope you guys are ecstatic about this. Don't let them hit tell you SCA. And if they start to talk about SCA, tell them we have enough beach here. We don't need no sea. SCA is a monster compared to this. 25% of a number is 60. Once again, we're getting repetitive ideas here. 25% represents 60. So the whole would equal to 60 multiplied by 100 over 25. And I mean, 25% is also a quarter. So if a quarter is 60, the number is 4 times 60, which is 240. But we'll see it here, right? 4 times 4, 6 is 24. A guitar usually costs $140. A store offers this 15% discount during a sale. How much would Alex pay for a guitar? The sale price. Also, he'll pay less. He'll pay 15% less. So I can always take away 100 minus 15 and work out 85% directly. But for SCA, NGSA, CPEA, these exams, it's usually best to work out the discount first. The maths is generally less traumatic. So the discount is going to be 15%, and then I'll subtract. That's the plan, right? What y'all think about that plan? Is it something like a good plan? So I cross these zeros first, and then I'll be like 5 into this 2, 5 into this 3, 2 into 14, 7. I'm getting 21. If I remove 1 from this, a 9 will pop out. So I'm immediately seeing that C has to be the answer. So 140 minus 21 is the selling price, which is 119. We press. 22. A girl has 25 pens, 30 markers, the ratio of pens to markers. So you want 25 to 30. And we divide everything by 5. So we divide by 5, divide by 5. Yeah, 5 to 6. Read. Pens to markers. Pens to markers. Good. They didn't try no tricks on we here, boy. A vendor, clock it. Why am I TikTok people telling me to clock it? A vendor packs and sells 5 apples and 4 oranges in each bag. Using this method, he packs 63 fruits. So we already know what we're going to deal with this as, right? One package or one group would be 5 plus 4 equal 9 fruits. So how many of apples did he pack? How many groups are we going to get? We'll have to divide 63 divided by 9, which is 7. So you get 7 groups of these 5 apples and 4 oranges. So how many apples? Well, 7 times 5. So apples, if there are 7 groups and in each group there are 5 apples, you get 7 times 5 is 35. And we continue to make we name. We continue to make we name in this paper. Which answer below is the same as 4.5 kilograms in... Hey! The total views combined together make 400. I'm seeing 300 coming from YouTube and 100 from TikTok. Press like for that. We don't need a reason to press like, but if there's a needs to be a reason, there are good enough reason. Press like on the stream there. You press like and follow me on TikTok. I've seen some people following me and some people sharing up the thing. Big up Leah who like it and Crazy Cat Lady who press like and thing, and Emily and Kia and Emily just follow me, Kia just follow me, Leah, Zahim, big up all of you. Right, now let's move forward. Which answer below is the same as 4.5 kilograms? Freeness. You know what you call this? Free marks. Right now people on YouTube screaming B. But you don't need to scream B. You just need one B. So like Kaylee here. Well done, Kaylee. What's up? A press like, sir. Press like, says Mava. If you press like, say, been there, done that. Hello, Kuwin. I remember when you helped me with SE and I passed a good school. I'm just passing just to say hi. Elbow cough. All right, big up yourself. Hello. All right, let's move on to the next one. Hey, Antonio, what is the scene? I press like an all. If a clock in the picture, if the clock in the picture above is 10 minutes fast, which is the correct time? It's 10 minutes fast. So you need to take this minute hand and say, get over here. Go back 10 minutes. You're supposed to be on the 45 mark. So this is the only thing with 45 minutes. So I just know it had to be that one. 8:45. The hour hand will move back a little smooch too as you start to move the minute hand. Woy. Somebody said they have my book, big up you. $2,060 written in $2,064 written in figures is B. I'm going to just move from that one. That one was way too easy. What is the area of the park? If the 6 is at 36, more free marks again. Is a square. Area, side squared. 6 squared is 36. Yum. Cake and ice cream. Actually feeling for some ice cream right now too, you know. Mariah can jog a distance of 150 meters in 5 minutes. That's real slow. If she jogged 750 meters at the same, that's not jogging, that's walking, sis. At the same average speed, how long did she take? Well, 150 will go into 750 how much times? 5? I think it's 5. So 5 5s are 25. Yeah, boy. 5 times. 4 15s are 60. 4 15s are 65. 15s are 75. So I'm going to get 5 times the 5 minutes. So 5 5s are 25. Big up Design Exotics one time. Yes, you are in the lessons. I saw you yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? The perimeter of a rectangle is 30 centimeters. One side is 8 centimeters. What are the lengths of the other 3 sides in centimeters? One side is 8. What are the length of the other 3 sides? Well, the other 3 sides. Well, I know it's not you. Or most likely, no, it's not you, because the other 2 sides need to be the same, right? So if one side is 8 and the next side is 8, well, looking like they're saying the longer side is actually 8, right? So one side is 8 and the next side is 8. So far, we have 16. 8 and 8 is 16. So missing is is the whole 30 perimeter minus the 16 that we have accounted for so far is 14. This side plus this side need to add up to give me 14. What does that? 7 and 7. A is the answer. So the sides of this rectangle are 8, 8, 7, and 7. Yes, class? Yes, sir. I need to start speaking like if I'm your Miss Celine does that. Is Miss Celine watching? So I saw Miss Celine on the stream talking to herself, you know. I try not to talk to myself too much. So Miss Celine is like, y'all understand? Yes. A packet contains 3 kilograms of sugar. Don't tell Miss Selena's laughing at her, right? If 750 grams are used, what is the weight of sugar remaining in the packet? Well, there's 250 grams to go here to make 1,000. So I know that that'll be extra. See, I see in 2.5 here, so very promising. Plus an additional 2 kilograms. So the answer is B. So I can think of it like 3 minus 0.75. That's what's really going on here. 750 grams is 0.75. So 2.5. And parents, your student at this stage should be able to keep up with the speed that I'm going with. Because they would have seen this 250 showing up a lot, this 750. So they should immediately be able to see what's happening here. If they're getting a lot of problems to keep up, well, it means they probably didn't practice enough. But don't let them panic. Don't let them panic. Just know you have some work to do. At this stage, I've spoken to a lot of people. What I want you to do is go over all the mistakes you would have made in the last few months, last month or two. You have all your papers set up. Type in the chat, where do you study home? Where do you study home? Where do they have you studying in your house? When you reach home, which part of the house do you study? Do you study on the bed? Where's your study spot? Is it on the dining room table, or do you have a special desk? You have a special desk where they set up. You have your little computer there. You have your books here. You have your picture of Kerwin Springer here to give you motivation. That would be a little creepy. Please don't have that, right? So maybe you have your picture or something here, whatever gives you motivation. So you have your you have your past papers here. On the couch, relaxing. Please not the desk. Please not the desk. Please not the desk. Right? Why? Please not the bed. Sorry. Why not the bed? Why you wouldn't study on your bed? Why are we not promoting studying on the bed? Everybody should have a desk. Parents, you should set them up with a nice desk to study on. And what they want to be doing now as they're studying is focusing on the questions that they got wrong in the past. So anything that you got wrong in the past, that is a good thing to be doing right now. Good thing to be doing right now. Anything that you would have gotten wrong in the past. So you want to go back and look at this heap of past papers that you have there. And anyway, you see that red mark, go and do over that same question. Now, you're not trying to do it over like penmanship. You're just trying to make sure you're not making the same mistakes of the past. You are a new person right now, so you're not making the same mistakes of the past. All right, the area of a square playground is 100. What is its perimeter? Well, if it's 100, we know that's a square number. And what's the square root of 100? It's 10. So we know the side is 10, but that's not the answer. They want the perimeter. So the perimeter will be 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. It'll be 40. Big up to Shreya one time. What kind of desk is that? A real boss of a desk, boy. Now, which 2 days did Noah run 5 kilometers together? What? Noah ran over 4 days, blah, 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 blah. On which 2 days did he run 5 kilometers together or join together? So this is really 2.5. This is 2.7. I'm looking for a number that will add to give me 10. 7 and 3 is 10. So it's you. 2.3 and 2.7 is 5. Ta-da! Wednesday and Thursday. All right. That was easy. Now, these numbers, do these numbers spring out to you? What do these pair of numbers have in common? What do these numbers mean to you? When you see those numbers, what do you immediately think? These group of numbers. All students, these numbers should be loud in your head, like something is supposed to be screaming at you. 10, 10. These numbers had to give me 10. And very important in doing quick arithmetic and mental arithmetic for something like this. You see this 3 and this 7, you immediately think 10. So you know it's going to be a wrong number there. They all sum up to make 10. Bigger Ranjif one time. Like my student, you know. I'm a student and he's smart like Balba. All right, let's keep going. Bright like Balba, I should say. What is the area of the triangle in centimeters squared? What? CPEA has this? Okay. Well, as a student, you would probably think of it as this is a whole rectangle and a triangle is half a rectangle. So 6 by 10 is 60 and half of 60 is 30. NGSA student will think of it like area is equal to base by height divided by 2, the actual formula. And CPEA may be good to learn this formula as well. 6 by 10 is 60 divided by 2, which is 30 cm squared. Anyway you think of it, cook it up. James started a marathon at 9:30 and finished at 12:15 on the same day. How long did it take to complete the race? Well, usually what students do for this, and I can to get it mentally, they think of 12 as the time here, as like the interim, and they work out mentally how long it will take to get to 12. Most students can see that is 2:30, because it takes 3 hours to get to 12 from 9 to 12, and since 30 minutes is gone already, 2:30. And then, what is this? 12:15, right? You know you're going to have an extra 15 minutes here. How many of you all did that method when you do this mentally? And now they get 2 hours and 45 minutes. Of course, there's another way to do it. You just literally subtract. But a lot of students can do this very quickly in their mind, just like that, just like what I explained out there. So you do 12:15 minus, you see? Most of them in the YouTube is you're saying that's the method they use. 12:15 minus 9:30. And what you'll have to do is what we call regroup the hours. 1 hour went across, so it turns to 60 minutes and 75 from. This is now 75. 75 minus 30 is 45. 11 minus 9 is 2, so you get 245. Same thing. Same thing. We cooking. Yeah, by Riley Clips. Riley Clips, you have a YouTube channel. Riley Clips. Who's this Riley Clips, boy? Riley Clips on YouTube. Riley Clips, talk to me there, Riley. You have a YouTube channel, where else on it? Or let's have any YouTube channel, right? Yeah? Oh, there we go. Go and mark Riley Clips channel just now. Right? Riley Clips on YouTube. Riley, I hope you have good things on that channel. Eh? Rectangular R and square both have the same perimeter. What is the area of the square? Oh, they have the same perimeter. Okay. So 18. So we're starting to cook up some questions here now, man. They what we talking about. 18 plus 18 plus 6 and 6 is 12. So we want to get the perimeter. Look, these numbers show up again. Add up to give me 10. Like it's supposed to be screaming 10 in your mind, right? So 10 and 8 is 18. Bring across the 1, so I get 48. And 48 is now the perimeter of this. That's good because it's divisible by 4. So we can get this side. One side is going to be equal to the perimeter divided by 4, which is 12 centimeters. So this is 12 centimeters. That's not what they want. They want the area. Area means side by side, which is 12 by 12, which is 144. Cooking. Cake and ice cream. We're coming down to the end here now, ladies and gentlemen. Hang in there. Mariah had a total of 123 coins in her purse. She spent 10 cents and 3.25 cents. How much money does she? She spent 2 10-cent pieces. 10 cents. As a Caribbean person, I had to hold back myself there. But 2 times 10 is 20 cents. And 3.25. 3.25. Who knew I was going to say that? Do you know what was going to come out my mouth? 3.25 cents pieces. Altogether, this makes 95 cents, right? 2 10 cents, 3.25 make 95 altogether. How much money does she have left? Left means subtract. So 23 minus 95. We're about to subtract to find out what's going on here. I just don't know how to write 95. I just figured it back out. So cross out the 2, 1, 13, and we get 8. And 9, and we get 2. 28. It's not much. Just a little scrums. You just have a little scrums left. This is 2 10 cents and 3 25 cents. You just have a little scrums there, a little 28 cents. We can do it 28 cents. Not that much. The rate of exchange at the bank is $1 US. It's 2.6 EC. EC is one of the stronger currencies in the Caribbean. Sierra changed 200 US to ECA dollars and spent EC 450. How much money does she have left? Let me tell you something. This is the hardest, well, not hardest, one of the tougher questions on this paper. This question actually comes as CSEC math. So big up yourself, Lee. CPEA coming through with the real fire here now. So one US is 260 EC. So 200 US, you know what I'm gonna mean? You know what I will mean? We had to multiply by the 2.6. Come on, you're gonna get 5.2. 26 times 2 is 5.2, but 520 something like this thing. Let me do some nice work in here. So 260. Wait. What doing? Right. Yeah. 1 US is 260 ECD. Putting some nice working on them here. Let's watch this performance. 200 USD is going to be 2.60 multiplied by 2. I already have found for 1 in this situation. So now I'm getting 2 by that is 5.2. 2 by 25 is 50. 2 by 26 is 52. And I'll have to move the decimal point 2 places for the 100, right? So it's going to go 1, 2. So I get $520. However, sis went and spent some of the money. Look how much she spent. She spent $450. So this is ECD. So left is going to be the total 520 minus 450. So I can see 50 plus 20 is $70. When I subtract this, I would get $70. Are we cooking? Are you cooking? Which of the lines shown are parallel lines A, B, and CD? Can't get better than that. Parallel lines never meet. Forever alone lines, so sad. Do you know what it is to be a parallel line? And you want to meet your friend, but no matter how long and how far you go, you would never meet. Such a tragic story. an angel. No, sorry, an angle. Sigh. Why did I say angel? That's a mistake that primary school students do a lot. They spell angle like this. Angle. Have you ever spelled angle like this? That's the angel. This is angle. That measures more than 180 degrees, but less than 270. I know you. This is your 180 degree spot here. Well, this ain't less than 270, but actually anything over 180 is called a reflex. It could even go past 270 to it's still a reflex. Best answer is B. No, it's not obtuse. Obtuse is between 180 and 90. So that's an obtuse. This is obtuse. We move, we press, we go on to the next one. We move, we press, we go on to the next one. A solid has 5 vertices, 8 edges, and 5 faces. What? 5 vertices? I'm going to try this triangular prism. It's looking real promising, to be honest. Now, boy, the triangular prism have 4 faces. I have 3 faces here. I have this face. You seen this face? Have you seen the face? You seen it? One face here. There's this big face in the back. You all seen that face in the back of the triangular prism that I draw there? You seen it? Then there's face. There's this face on the side here. But there's 4 faces. There's another face. Where's the other face? It's on the bottom. It's the base. But that's 4. So it's not a triangular prism. So bye-bye. So I know what it is now. I feel the best bet is, because I know it's not a cuboid. This is not looking like cuboid numbers. That's looking like cuboid numbers to you. So the best bet is to go. Somebody saying, that's wrong. Spare me. I'm just trying to show it. I'm just trying to show why it's wrong. Give me a little chance. It wouldn't be a cuboid. Why wouldn't it be a cuboid? Well, cuboids have 6 faces. That's the first problem there. Cuboid has 6 faces. So I get rid of that cuboid. So yeah, the next bet is the square base pyramid, and let me draw it just for drawing its sake. What is that top at the cuboid of the pyramid called? That top of the pyramid, that top part of the pyramid is called what? And here I'm seeing the faces. I'm seeing the faces that I want. The top part is called a vertex, but it has a special name since it's at the tops. It's at the tippity top. We could call it the apex. We can call it the apex. It is a vertex. It is a vertex. It is one of the vertices. See, that's another face there. I've reached 3 faces already. Here comes the 4th face. And then there's the face below, right? There's the face on the bottom that I want to show. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 faces. We cooking. And then let's check the other thing. 5 vertices. Let's point them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 vertices right there. And edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 edges. It's correct. Now enough of that. Square base pyramid. Let's keep moving. A rectangular room is 25 meters long and 10 meters wide. I don't know why I drew it in perspective for what is the area of the room in centimeters. I should draw it flat. So they just want us to multiply 25 meters. 25 meters by 10 meters, but there's a little trick in that the answer is in cm squared. So don't multiply it and convert afterwards. That's the fastest way to make a mistake in this. Convert first. Anytime you're dealing with centimeters squared and area and squares and cubes and thing, convert first, right? So I'm going to write this is 10 meters. So this is 10 times 100, which is 1,000 centimeters. This is 25 meters. 25 times 100, 2,500 centimeters. Convert first before you do the multiplication. Take my word for it. And now I can multiply 1,000 by this by just adding on 3 zeros onto the soldier here. So 2,500 plus 3 zeros, bang, bang, bang. And the answer is all of a sudden A. Now, if you multiplied and then try to add on 2 zeros, you might get C. And you would agree, you would be wrong. Just now, did I write it right? Writing 2 zeros plus, yeah, A. So yeah, some of you all made the mistake of doing 25 by 10 and you get 250 and then you convert the meters to centimeters by adding 2 zeros. Big mistake. Convert first. To convert centimeters square, meter square to centimeter square is slightly different. You have to square the factor. So to skip all of that, just convert first. A right angle triangle has one acute angle of 43 degrees. What is the size of the other angle? Well, these two angles need to add up to give me 90, you know. So I'll put you as 47 and 43 is 90. 90 plus 90 is 180. This is free max. If you know how the thing in the triangle does work. Let's move right on along. The mean number of mangoes picked over the 5 days is 25. How many mangoes were picked on day 5? 5 days, 25. So total is always the number of items times the mean. The mean times the number of items. In this case, the number of items is days, is 5 days. So 25 times 5 is 125. And we kind of need to see how much we have so far. So far, when I add up 22, 15, 17, and 32, I am getting 16. That's not 9 and yeah, 16. And 1. Already trying to subtract in my mind here and see what would happen. Did I get 6? 1, 2, 9. Yeah, 6. Fine. So 2, 5, 7, 8, 86. 86. 86. I'm feeling something like it wrong. The heebie-jeebies. 6, 7, 8. Oh, there was a 2 missing right here. See, my spidey sense was tingling. 2, 5, 7, 2. 22, 15, 27, 32. All right, so let's try this again. 16, 2 and 7 is 9 and 7 is 16. 1. So this is 96. All right. 4. So let me ban a couple people on the 6, 7. That's now TikTok. Somebody getting on bad on YouTube day. All you want me to ban them? Or spare them? Let me spare them. Nah. I changed my mind. I'm banning them. Ban user and delete their comments. Toodles. Okay, so I have the total as 125 and so far as 96. So 125 minus 96 is how much? I'm not getting an answer. Is there error in the question? Somebody say 125 can minus 96. Well, it could, but it doesn't have an answer. How many mangoes were picked on day 5? Am I missing something? The mean number of mangoes picked on the 5 days is 25. The mean is 25. 5 times 25, 125. How many mangoes were picked on day 5? I don't know. I'm missing an answer. I'm missing an answer. So maybe this was supposed to be 29. Because it's 29. We have a problem here. We have a problem here. Unless somebody press the red button. Somebody press the red button. Press me. So yeah, I think it's a problem in the question. I hate when I come across a question like this, that it have a problem in the question and it hotting up my head. All you focus. Ignore the you see. The shows the number of mangoes. No, it has no. Somebody saying because it's 2 days and thing. No. On TikTok, no. This doesn't mean 2 days have 15. This means this is day 2. 1 day has 15. These are the 5 days. 1 day is missing. So that's the way to do it. You get the total. I did a couple videos on TikTok like this. Yeah, so this is a SUAD question. Forget that. How many more students like green than purple? Purple is 2. Green is 8. Difference is upper 6 and 8, yes. Difference is 6. I subtract the 8 and 2 in my mind as I was writing. Yeah, focus. Just give me a little second there, TikTok handling I seen on YouTube here right now. And then a little small scene on YouTube. Let me show you the next question in the meanwhile. What's the answer for this question? Number 45. Just cleaning up the shop here. Excuse me while I direct some people to touch some grass. All they need me to draw the grass again. So put the grass on the screen and tell them to touch it. But I don't want to waste the time to draw and look for grass. I might just draw a little 2 piece of bush here for them. Right? We just draw some grass so these people can come close to the grass and touch the grass. Touch the grass there. They touch it. Yeah, touch the grass. Based on the information in bar graph, which of the following statements is true, or we need to see the graph? Green and purple are the most favorite colors. Nah, nobody like purple in this thing. Twice as many students like blue more than red. More than is a really weird word to say there. So this is 7 and this is 13. So that's not true either. Twice as many like students like blue than red. Yeah, they wouldn't put more there. A quarter of the pupils like red and purple. Red and purple. Okay. Red and purple make 9. And 9 is not a quarter of everything here. 9 plus 13 plus 8. What is going on? 9 plus 13 plus 8 is 20, 30. This also is very suspicious. Green and purple are the most favorite colors. They are not. Twice as many students like blue than red. Did I watch the right colors? Blue is 13, red is 7. Maybe it was supposed to be that, but there's an error. So there's an error in this. This question also needs to touch grass. A quarter of the people is like red and purple. Red and purple comes up to 9, and 9 is not a quarter of. I blame it on the people who write a 6-7 in the chat. Since I write 6-7 in the chat, this question has an error 43. And it's them 6-7 people, boy. That's why I had to ban them. And this question had an error in it. 45. Red is 5. How much is red? Oh, red is 5. My bad. I can't count. Alright, I take back the blame 6-7 people. 5, 8, 13. 5 and 2 is 7. Oh, so we switch. 5 and 2 is 7. We get in somewhere now. Let's do this over. 7 plus 13 plus 8. Yes, finally, yes. We back to cooking. So the quarter works. A quarter of the pupils like red and purple. So this comes up to 7, and altogether we have 28. 7 over 28 is a quarter. I do a little walk around there. Give me a little chance there. I need a little breather. Why is I taking that breather? Which are the following best represent? Do this really challenging question here. I'm coming back now. I just going to walk around the room a couple times. What is this? Yeah, I'm back. I tell you, it was just a little breather. So, sphere. Of course, this is a cylinder, and this is a cone. Which is the mode? The mode means most frequent, most occurring. It's 8. Which age is the median? So if we put it in order, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9. Oh gosh. 7 students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's the 7th student? So the median in this case is 7.5. But if there was another student, like say he has 10, the median would be 8. Because it said 7 students, but let me just make sure I seen this properly. Don't know what really happening here right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 students, right? I could count again. So yeah, guys, if this happened, if you got a question like this and you're trying to find the mean and you see 2 numbers in the middle, you're supposed to add and divide by 2. So the mean in this case would be, the median, would be 7.5. Median means middle. So since there's an additional number, you all stop being distracted. I find you all get distracted too easy. Move along. Let's get this question done real fast while I go and find this person. Oh yes. Pay attention, guys. Yeah, watch now. Wait, sir. How many cupcakes were sold on Wednesday? How many more cupcakes were sold on Wednesday than on Monday? Wednesday had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Monday had 1, 2. So when you subtract, you get 3. But let's take a walk across to the key. Each one of these represents 5. So 3 times 5 is 15. So the difference between Wednesday and Monday is 5 minus 2, which is 3 cupcakes. But each one of these cupcakes represents 5. So the total difference in this case will be 3 times 5, which is 15. So B is the answer. Last question for the day. I don't know if you all realize this, but this is the last question for the day. How many cupcakes were sold on the 2 days with the most cupcake sales? Most cupcake sales would be Wednesday and Friday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. So Wednesday plus Friday equal 12. Not quite. We still need to also multiply this by 5. 5 12s are 60. And that's how we clock down this NGSA paper. TikTok people, you all press like on the stream or tap it up. Or you can also press, you don't really need to press like on the stream on TikTok. You need to follow. And on YouTube, you need to press like. So you all can hit them the likes, the love and blessings, people. We're going to pull down the curtains. So we have like 1 more week of these other exams, and then we're going to go into the full grind to prepare for SEA. Yeah, I think we just do 1 more week and then we go straight into SEA. It was real nice. Somebody asking me what is cookie. If you're all wondering why people saying cookies and cream, that's the name of the ruler from last year or year before. Kufia shout out. I'm just shouting out a couple more people. We'll go to the big shout outs and thing back in a couple weeks. Somebody want to see the ruler? There was a person that I was supposed to shout out. I met. Look, the ruler here. Since you're also interested in the ruler, you could watch his names and see who's there. Where's my phone, boy? Shout out to Arian's sister. Arian, big up your sister one time. Arian, tell me his sister is be watching. Jace. Shout out to Jace. I met your mom the other day. So big up Jace one time if you're watching Jace. And Rick Kamani. Miss Diva class. I come in there just now. I come into Shogona just now. And Chelsea and Kishana. And next Chelsea. Big up everybody from Miss Gittins class. Big up everybody from the Student Hub. If you're looking for classes, you have a tiny number on the bottom below there on TikTok. You could go +1 868 310 1306. You can join up. And there's a number that's going across the ticker there. You can also join that one. Love and blessings, everybody. We have come to an end. Exactly 1 hour, man. Small Manta and Ruel on TikTok. Bless up. And when you welcome, Ruel, Chris. I'll bless up on yourself. Oh, these people here, big up on TikTok. And YouTube now, One Accord. I always have a Tobago crew on the inside. Love and respect, Tobago. No grammar. Grammar's starting back hopefully in March. Later.